When I think of breast cancer, I think of struggle turning into strength, and with faith, you're rewarded resiliency. There's a young lady by the name of Mary Kay Dubois who was an active member of NAACP in Queens. And she was a listener of the station, but she managed to make it to every event that I hosted or that I gave. And she became a part of an inner circle, so to speak, of events that Shaila gave at the various radio stations I worked for. I mean, because she went way back with me. And we kept in touch, and I supported her, and I watched her work valiantly with everything that she did, not knowing for quite some time that she was a breast cancer survivor, and she was actually in remission around the time that we met. I never seen one person work so hard for others. And I always wondered where she got that energy and where she got that strength. And they come to find out that she wanted to do for others what was done for her when she was in her battle with breast cancer. And as the years went by, I stopped hearing from Mary Kay Dubois. It bothered me, and I made several calls out on the air to her, and it went unanswered until finally somebody called and said she was in the hospital. The cancer had returned. For the next couple of weeks, tried to reach her by phone, couldn't do so, and found out what hospital she was in, and I couldn't find a babysitter on this particular day. I couldn't find someone to watch my kids. So I took them to the hospital because this particular day she would not leave my heart. She was heavy on my heart that day. And I went up to see her, and she couldn't speak, but she started to cry. And as the tears rolled down her face, we prayed over her. I talked to her, and I watched how she never gave up. She kept fighting. I spoke to her a while, and then I left. And 2 hours later, they called me and said that Mary Kay had made her transition. And to this day, I believe she waited for me. She waited for me because there was something I had to say to her, and I think in her battle, her struggle, I watched it turn into strength, and as she walked by faith, it taught me that when you walk by faith, you're rewarded with the resiliency you get to fight whatever it is, whether it's breast cancer or whatever God has challenged you with. And it is her generous spirit that I think lives in me, and that's the piece of Mary Kay Dubois that I get to take with me and pass on to others. It is her generous spirit that lives through me. And when you have that kind of generous spirit, it makes you immortal. You live on. And that's because each person that you touch takes it and gives it to someone else. And that's what she's done for me. And I know I'm just one of the many that she touched. Through what I learned from Mary Kay Dubois, I came up with a concept called Kiss for the Cure, where we would donate monies raised at this particular event to women who could not afford mammograms, or to assist with their health care in any which way we could. We would have a celebrity auction, and celebrities would donate items, and I know Mary Kay would have loved this, honey. She would have been all over it. She just loved celebrities and loved to be a part of their lives, so came up with the concept to have them donate something from their life and donate it, and people bid on it, and whoever won, whatever they paid for it, 100% would go towards breast cancer awareness, breast cancer research. And I know that Mary Kay would have wanted it like that. So we've had that off and on for many years, but definitely it was birthed out of the relationship that I had with breast cancer survivor Mary Kay Dubois. Knowing and becoming closer to the movement, so to speak, I've learned a lot about how to take care of myself, how to talk to my younger sisters who, because this is no longer a disease that affects women over 40. It attacks women in their 20s. It attacks men now. So it has helped me to be a better communicator as far as reaching out to those who may think it does not affect them. And of course, it has helped me in handling my breast health and making sure that I get those mammograms every year. Even if, October being Breast Cancer Awareness Month, if that can be the reminder when Breast Cancer Awareness Month comes, that's when you go. If you're afraid of going by yourself, take your friends, have them get one too. You go through it together. There's so many things I've learned over the years that have helped me to better communicate the importance of getting checked, because early detection is definitely the best protection.